Welcome back. 8:39 is the time. Well, for such tiny creatures, hummingbirds attract a huge amount of attention. But we still have a lot to learn about these fascinating animals.
Yeah, that's where a local woman known as the Hummingbird Whisperer comes in. She'll be at Kennesaw's Smith Gilbert Gardens over the weekend for a special event. And Good Day's Paul Milliken is live there this morning. Paul, that's the place to be if you want to see hummingbirds. You've been hanging out with that little fella this morning.
So cute.
Oh, yeah, Shep right there. There's my buddy, Shep the Survivor. You know what? I've realized now what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be the Hummingbird Whisperer. Unfortunately, I don't have the non-shaky hands that Julia has over here. Blaze, real quick, just pan over and show. We're going to talk to Julia in a minute, but she's holding a hummingbird right there, taking some really important information down based on that animal. It's an amazing process. It's something you'll see up close this weekend at the Hummingbird Banding event at Smith Gilbert Gardens. And we are so happy to be back again with Ann, the executive director. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you, Paul?
I'm doing really well. So first of all, before we get to the hummingbirds, let's just talk about where we are. If folks have never been here before, this is Smith Gilbert Gardens in Kennesaw. Tell me about this place.
Well, it's a beautiful botanical garden owned by the city of Kennesaw. We're right off Cobb Parkway on Pine Mountain Road, 16 acres. We're open Tuesday to Saturday, 9 to 4 to the public. We have a historic home. We have beautiful gardens. We have a rock garden, the only crevice garden in the state of Georgia. We have an incredible bonsai exhibit. And of course, right now we have our tremendous playhouse exhibit that's open to the public.
Wonderful. And you've got lots of hummingbirds, too. We've been standing here all morning just looking off, and they're everywhere here. So Saturday morning, this great event coming up. Tell me what's going on.
So this is our annual Hummingbird Banding event. It's one of the biggest events that we hold at the garden. It's from 8 to 11 on Saturday morning.
Okay.
Parking is at Adams Park, which is part of the city of Kennesaw. We're running shuttles all morning long. And Julia, our Hummingbird Whisperer, will be here to band hummingbirds, and she takes the measurements. Last year, we banded close to 30 birds. So we're looking forward to a great morning. And we have some other activities, fun things for children to do, crafts. We have a hawk rehabilitator, an owl rehabilitator, who will be here with an owl for the public to learn about those birds. And also Shep will be here making another guest appearance. So.
Shep is an ambassador for Atlanta Audubon, by the way, and again, just amazing to see him up close. He won't fly anywhere because once upon a time he actually flew into a window and has a broken shoulder, and that's why he can't fly. But he's still very happy and healthy and loves to meet people and loves to eat spiders. If you bring a spider with you, he will really, really like you on Saturday. He's already eaten a few this morning. I want to talk to Julia and see what you're doing over here. First of all, this is amazing. You're holding this little hummingbird right here. How does one become a hummingbird bander? How did you start doing this?
Many years of study and practice. The banding process works a lot like a, I can't think of the word now.
It's almost like microchipping. I mean, you're putting a band on his
little
leg.
leg band here.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can see that.
Oh, yeah. You can just see it
Barely see that. So this bird has already been banded. I just collected this bird from here earlier. I've taken a series of measurements that all goes to the bird banding laboratory in Maryland. All banders in the United States have to submit their data to the bird banding lab. But yes, it's very special permits to be able to handle these guys. There's only 4 of us in the state of Georgia that are allowed to band hummingbirds.
Wow. And so tell me about the different measurements you're taking. What are you looking for in each hummingbird?
Well, what we're looking for, there's a standardized series of measurements. We determine the species, and obviously here we're going to be catching only ruby-throated hummingbirds. We determine age and sex. We measure the wing, the tail, the bill. I look for characteristics that tell me whether the bird is young or an adult. We look for fat. These birds are getting ready to migrate, so they are putting on weight for their long journey. These guys are going to Mexico and to Central America for the winter. So they're putting on fat, and we're looking for that fat to see how healthy they are, and then we weigh them, and then we let them go.
Very cool. I've heard a rumor that sometimes kids who are here during the hummingbird banding event get to hold them in their hand. Is that true?
Sometimes kids get to hold birds, and there's a lot more kids will be here than birds. So, but yes, a few lucky kids will be able to release a hummingbird.
Do you think it'll surprise people to see them up close? I mean, they really are fascinating creatures.
I think so. I think people don't realize, they know they're small when they see them at feeders, but when you have a bird in your hand like this, you really get that sense of how tiny they really are. These birds weigh 3 grams. That's about as much as a penny.
Wow. Incredible. Julia, thank you so much for doing this morning and letting us.
Let this bird go?
Yeah, can we try it? Okay, let's see if he'll rest in the palm of my hand.
Uncurl your fingers and
Uncurl my fingers. All right, here we go. And oh my, look at that. That was so amazing. Wow, and it almost dive bombed. So I'm sorry about that. I just sent a bullet right in your direction. That was amazing. Wow. And you could feel its little heart beating. All right, you guys, seriously, this is the best event Saturday morning. I'm going to be here holding all the birds. Kids,
No,
don't
do
even
it.
try,
I don't think
okay?
they-
I will elbow you out of the way. These are my babies right here.
Hey, Paul, and don't believe what Sharon tells you. When I said little fella, I was talking about Shep, not you. All right?
Oh, I never would. I never
you know
never
that's
would have
not
thought
the
that
truth.
you would have met me, Buck. Never.
Sharon's an instigator.
No way.
I
That's
am
not
not.
you.
What?
The 8th annual Hummingbird Banding event takes place this Saturday from 8 to 11 a.m. Tickets cost $7 in advance, $10 at the day of the event. Smith Gilbert Gardens is located at 2382 Pine Mountain Road. That is in Kennesaw. Stay with us. Good day, Atlanta. We'll be right back.